Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. If you've been following this series of the Clairs, you know that your intuition, your ability to feel, to sense, to know, and see beyond words, it's not random. It's not mystical. It's human, although it can feel quite magical, to be honest. I love my Clairs. I use them all the time. I use them on a daily basis. They are my most powerful tool when it comes to decision making. So, this is our last episode, our last vlog in the vlog series, where we talked about where psychic literacy matters and why. We talked about how manipulation, grooming, and gaslighting begin energetically long before they're visible, long before they are in action. So today, let's bring it home. Let's talk about what it means to be a psychically literate human and how to live like one. You're not a guru on a mountaintop. You're not on the outskirts of the village anymore. You're just a grounded, normal human being living your daily life, and you're making decisions on your own leadership, your own parenting, your own way to go back home because you sense something is happening over there. So let's talk about how psychic literacy looks like when it is in action. So it doesn't mean predicting the future, or some folks can do that. There's like big people in our history that predicted the future. Nostradamus, for example, had a few things to say about the future. There's a lot of people who say we can see what's happening. Some financial experts can see what's going to happen 40 years from now. And not based on data, by the way, based on a knowing sense. What it means is that you are perceiving clearly in the present moment. You walk into a meeting, you walk into a group setting, and you can feel the tension before it erupts. You name it inside yourself or to the group. It gives you the ability to decide, to make a choice, to stay calm, or maybe to harmonize the environment. But you have the choice because you validated your intuition. You can hear someone's exhaustion before it starts to get disruptive. And then again, you can choose how to respond to it. You don't have to defend. You have a decision-making moment there. On a date or with someone who's offering you something, even though they're saying nice things and you can see these words coming out of their mouth and maybe a smile on your face, but something feels off. Something feels completely misaligned. And so if you drop into yourself, even as you're watching them, you could say, something feels off. So at the bare minimum, I'm going to ask for time to think about this. And it could be a date, right? It also allows you to drop in and observe. Observe what you're really feeling if you can feel that something is misaligned between what's happening in front of you and what you're feeling. It's that knowingness when someone says that they're fine, but you know they're not. For me, it just happened the other day where someone was being extra generous and I really appreciated it. I needed it. They were being extra attentive and extra generous and really helping me find things and offering to take me to these places. But what I could sense was who they were energetically with others, who they were in the car, how they were responding to other drivers, how they were talking to people on the phone felt completely off, and I took it seriously. And this is one I'm going to talk about later in a series I'm going to do on the narcissist, where you can feel the love bombing coming towards you, but you can notice the environment or the frequency, the energetic frequency around them. You validate it. And that's when you make a decision early, like, no, I will not accept any more generosities from this person because it will pull me in to a frequency that I do not want to be in. So psychic literacy is not about being special. Actually, it's not special at all. We all have it. That's the point of this vlog series. It's about harnessing attunement. It's about becoming more attuned. It's emotional intelligence plus energetic intelligence. And that's your human technology in full bloom. So let's talk a little bit to you, empath, and to empaths in general, because, you know, Shout out the empath leader. Shout out empaths. For empaths and highly sensitives, if you identify as such, this literacy begins with grounding. This is for everybody, actually. Begins with anchoring yourself into your throne body. If you're constantly outside of yourself, reading energy, scanning the environment, but you're not rooted in your own, your intuition will turn into anxiety. Period. That's why the root chakra and root healing is essential. Grounding doesn't dim your sensitivity, it actually heightens it. It allows you to feel securely attached to yourself so that what you're reading feels right on the money. It's clear. It's like your grounding becomes your surge protect. Think of it and visualize it that way. When you're grounded, your gifts don't drain you. You're not depleted because you're not spastically using them or giving them away constantly. You're actually using them for you, for your own discernment. They guide you. They're your compass on a daily basis, right? So your sensitivity is not a burden, is not a place to avoid people. It's actually a way to read them better. So let's talk about portable and practical daily practices. As always, let's bring it home to planet Earth, to the 3D. So, how to stay literate in the unseen every single day. Number 1, morning grounding. Check. When you wake up, breathe. Check in with yourself. Breathe down into your hips, into your spine. Remember, it's really important to make that bottom part of your body heavier than the top so that you're not leaving yourself. That works for a staff meeting. It works for the metro. It works for a crowded airplane. Come back into yourself. Lean back because it reminds you not to move forward, and breathe in and make that bottom part of your body nice and heavy. Number 2, energetic hygiene. Cleanse. Just like brushing your teeth. Do it daily. Clear what's not yours and always use the breath, the cleansing breath. What's mine? What's yours? You can move to find that out. Go for a walk. Because sometimes there's environments, we're always picking up moods. We're like Velcro. We'll pick it up immediately and we won't be able to tell. Was this a mood in this group? Was this a mood because my mom just walked into the room? Where's this mood coming from? Energetic cleanses, energetic hygiene. Number 3, reflective pausing. P. Sacred pause. Even as you're talking, even if you're being interviewed, even if you're fighting with someone, take the time, lean back, touch your body for grounding. Pause before opening your mouth. If something feels off, name it, even if it's just to yourself. Say to yourself, something just shifted. And you could see that in your children. Anyone you're close to, you can feel a shift. Awareness alone can change the frequency. Sometimes I'm in session and maybe I'll say something while I'll do an intervention and I can feel my client shift. I can feel like whether that worked or not because I'm using my whole body when I'm in session. Number 4, create silence. Silence and stillness. The great S and S. So at first, you've got to get quiet. You've got to get still to be able to hear, to be able to become more clairaudient or more claircognizant. What do I need to know right now? When I wake up, I ask questions that I want to know. Sometimes I don't get the answers in the moment. I'll get them throughout the day. So create moments of silence for sure, just to strengthen that clairsentience, clairaudience, claircognizance. It's like a muscle. You build it. And lastly, find community. We're not doing any of this alone. Let's not do this alone. Let's not do these times alone. Let's not do our healing alone. Let's not do our validations alone. Let's not track our trauma alone. Let's just not do this alone. Let's not manage our anxiety alone. Validation matters so much. We weren't meant to do this alone. So do you see that combo? Number 4 is about finding silence, knowing how to be safe and still and enjoy the moments of solitude where you go inside and you find yourself. And it goes hand in hand with finding others who are doing the same thing. That's the thing. That's the double punch right there. Finally, Honor your records. Track, journal, write down, remember, but write it down. The moments that your intuition was right on the money. That those red flags that you felt, the moments you felt that something was off, the moment you got the ick, all of that, write them down. You were right. Even if you didn't do anything, even if you crashed and burned, doesn't matter. Write it down. Track the moments that your inner voice, your higher consciousness was speaking to you, and it was right on. Track it. So this strengthens the neural bridge, right? Between your self-knowing and your self-trusting. It builds self-esteem because over time you're like, oh, I trust myself. I trust myself. Even if this decision feels hard, I trust myself. Okay? So what's the bigger picture? Living as a psychically literate human does not mean escaping. It does not mean avoiding. It means attunement. It means refinement. It means calibrating. Discover, discern, decide. When enough of us stay clear, we stay grounded, we awaken to the energetic conversations that are going on inside of us and outside of us. We create an energetic architecture for a healed planet. Because that's what we're doing. History will not repeat itself. We are creating a new earth. We are not deer in headlights. We know so much more. So let's leverage this moment. Let's optimize our own human technology. Yes, we're in the age of Aquarius where there's innovation, where there's AI, there's all sorts of other technologies, but it's also about refining, embellishing, heightening our own human technology. It's not separate from that. That's the heart of the empath leader. That's the heart of the new human. Your clarity creates an energetic field that feels coherent inside of you and outside of you. Remember, wealth from within, abundance without. And I know I get repetitive, but your healing ripples outward. You are doing something by healing yourself and optimizing the operation systems that you have, your emotions, your psychic ability, your mental ability, your intuitive abilities. Optimize yourself as a human. So yes, stay awake to what you feel. Validate what you're knowing, seeing, hearing. Do the double punch, feet on the ground, and cleanse your energy. You are the bridge between the seen and the unseen. This is the human tech that this world is ready for. I explore this more in chapter 6 and 7 of the Empath Leader book that was launched this July 2025. Find it on Amazon. And if you pick it up, please write a review. We would love that. We really, the subtitle is Transforming Humanity's Algorithm. And so the more hits that algorithm gets, the better. I want to remind you that engagement is activism. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's have a conversation about this. Let's blow a kiss to that algorithm so more people can optimize themselves. They can live with clarity, integrity, and psychic literacy. Thanks for joining me on this vlog series. And I hope you feel like you know your clairs a little more. And remember, when you heal yourself, you're healing the planet. See you in the next vlog.